I'm excited to show you our brand new nonfiction books for this year. The first one is My First 100 Words. This book is absolutely beautiful. Vibrant illustrations that are sure to keep your toddler or baby's attention. Lots of little word bubbles that show what each of the pictures is. And it goes through everything from colors to numbers to things around your house to animals. You're going to love going through this book with your child and helping them to learn those words that are most common. Here and There is a beautiful book that showcases people and cultures all over the world and how they do things. For instance, this book shows you how people in North America go grocery shopping versus how people in Indonesia go grocery shopping. This is a great book for teaching your children all about the world and other cultures and how they travel to school, what things they eat, how they celebrate different holidays, how they're expected to do chores. I learned tons of things by reading this book, and it was so exciting with beautiful illustrations. We really loved it. All right, What Are Stars is the newest book in our very first questions and answers series. And just like all the other books in this series, it has awesome flaps to lift all throughout the book that share information about stars. This is great for talking with your children if they love space or if they have questions about stars. It helps them understand that stars are really hot and very far away, even though they look small, and that there are more stars than there are fish in the sea. There's tons of great information in here that's really broken down on a toddler level. We have lots of great new books by Bear Grylls, 3 of them that I want to show you. The first one's Extreme Planet, and this one really showcases all the extreme things about our planet. So you're going to see some of the scariest, highest, deepest, coldest, hottest things about our planet portrayed in this book. And as always, it's broken down into small chunks of information with big pictures throughout so that the reader does not get overwhelmed. There is information about animals, habitats, plants, different countries, tons of information presented here in a really fun way. Lots of great facts. It will take them a long time to read this book and learn all the amazing things about our planet. Definitely going to want to check that one out. We also have a survival skills handbook, and when you read this one, you're going to learn all about camping, maps, directions, how to use a compass, how to make shelter, how to build a fire, how to tie knots, how to read a landscape. Just tons of great information for survivalists, for outdoorsmen, things about bugs and fish. There's just so much great stuff in here. This would be amazing for anyone that loves backpacking, hiking, camping, or just loves the outdoors. So you're definitely going to want this one for the outdoorsman in your life. And along those same lines, we have Survival Camp. This is another great book. It's just bigger. It's not as easy to put in your hiking backpack. And it shows everything that you're going to need for survival. So this one has gear. It talks about how to survive in the jungle, how to survive an avalanche, how to survive quicksand, just all kinds of things about nature and, again, what kind of foods you'd be able to eat, how to tie knots, things like that. But it's presented in a really fun way. Again, got bite-sized amounts of text throughout so that you're not overwhelmed and you can learn all of those fun things about the outdoors and how to survive. Lift the Flap, Adding and Subtracting is awesome. This book has so many great flaps to lift, and it teaches everything from adding and subtracting small numbers to adding and subtracting large numbers. It teaches number bonds, timelines. It teaches how to add and subtract larger numbers. And you've got these flaps you can lift on every single page that teach you facts about adding and subtracting and how to do the math. At the end, there's even a game that you can play. You just punch out these little people and you punch out your spinner, and then you spin the spinner to see how many places that you get to go. And one of the people that is playing is going to be the winner because they're going to add and subtract faster than the other person. So that one's really fun. Understanding Government and Politics is a great new book for older readers or for people interested in history, social studies, government, how things work in our social systems. So this book teaches all about different kinds of government, political systems, elections and voting, political change, political ideologies, and big questions like, is there such a thing as human rights? Is war justified? What is terrorism? What is freedom of speech? How does the media affect politics? What is immigration? Etc. So this book is great for having conversations with your children about government and politics and helping them to understand not only about past governments and countries all over the world and how they have their governments, but also what they can do to affect political change, how they can have debates effectively with others or have conversations that spark change, and it really keeps a neutral ground explaining everything. So it talks about all different political sides and parties that people might be a part of, and it really helps to explain it in a way that children can understand. Peek Inside the Sea is our newest book in the Peek Inside series, and just like the other books in this series, there are fun flaps to lift that reveal cool animals and plants. And as always, there's great information about the sea. So you're going to be able to lift these flaps with your kids. There's even little peek-throughs. Super fun in teaching your children all about the ocean and ocean life. I love this one. I hope that you find some great books for your family.